welcome to my video. This is predominantly to showcase some professional experience for a module called 201 at Coventry University. To me, this is more of a personal momentum of just how far I've came in the past 4 months as a professional and as a person.
Okay, so I wasn't sure where to start in regards to even considering myself a professional, let alone acting like one and gaining some professional experience. So I started with the basics of thinking about exactly what career goal I wanted. I started thinking about advertisement and media, maybe working with an agency, darkroom practices, teaching even, sort of contact specialist photographers, see if they need an assistant, go back to my roots without therapy, self-directed professional practice, or even self-directed exploration. After looking at all the possible routes to go down, I decided that my end goal would be to become involved in darkroom practices. This is a breakdown of what I feel and technicians that I spoke to feel are key attributes to the profession. I needed some experience in a darkroom that wasn't in an educational environment. So I emailed around a few places and Palm Labs in Birmingham got back to me almost immediately. I went down for the day and here's what happened.
I think I'm on the right street, so yeah, let's see how this goes. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. This is the first professional environment I've been in ever, apart from university and college. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
When I got to Palm Labs, I was greeted by Steve, the owner. He showed me around the lab and introduced me to Simon, who was working on scanning in some negatives and doing some inkjet wet prints. After the tour and getting to know a bit about what they do there, Steve offered me the chance to go in with him while he sorted out a 5:4 film in the dark. I love this machine. It was clanky, it was loud and it was dirty, but it was by far one of the best experiences ever. As much as I love the analogue side of the photography that they did there, I was also very intrigued about their digital printing and the sizes in which that they could print to. Their machinery does look old, but the products they were producing, to me, looked absolutely amazing. Here comes another embarrassing vlog.
God, that was a good experience. There's Steve and Simon, and they were pretty freaking awesome. Normally they don't let anyone come visit work experience and such like, but apparently I phoned him on a good day and I'm happy. I'm very, very happy that that happened. Super excited, not sure what I was nervous about. Guess if you want to get something done and you want to experience something, go out there and do it. Because right now, compared to this morning, I feel on cloud nine.
Okay, so those vlogs are ridiculously embarrassing. I was so anxious and so nervous, and I came out the other end and I was this happy, elated, I need to vlog and I don't vlog type of person just to tell someone. It was a real big learning curve for me, and I'm so glad that it happened.
After having such a successful trip to Palm Labs, I now had some confidence behind me and decided to revamp all of my social networks. I decided that I was going to use these as a platform to sell myself rather than just put up different university works that I was doing in the vain hope that some people might like or retweet. In the past 2 months, I have also set up my own website. I designed it myself and with the help and collaboration of a computer programmer, managed to produce something that I not only feel represents me as a professional, but something I am also proud of. I was commissioned by a family to do a photo shoot of their dogs. They had one done a few years ago and wanted another one done with their new dog. This was a very interesting task as I had never worked with moving animals before. I then was approached by a friend of mine who asked me to document their time in transition from male to female.
This was a really new subject for me, and I've had to do a lot of research as well as looking at other works that represent the transgender world.
Talking to professionals already involved in darkroom practices on a daily basis with their jobs was really helpful. I still feel I have a long way to go before I can consider myself to have enough of a skill set to be able to apply for some of the jobs I would be interested in. However, I do plan to make some YouTube videos detailing how to do some certain experiments that I've been doing in the darkroom recently. This includes vitamin C processing, cyanotype print, process and toning, with things such as wine, beer and coffee. Before embarking on this mission to get more professional experience, I really hadn't given enough value to what it means to help out the other people on my course, regardless of what year they're in and what skills they have. I helped out third year student Emma with a shoot for some theatre students that wanted some creative shots for posters and advertisement. I also helped out Chris, a second year student who had been commissioned to do a video in Italian. This involved using a lot of new equipment that I hadn't used before, including the sound recording equipment.
Thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope I've given you just a little bit of an insight into who I am and what I want to be doing as a person. I feel different, not only as a professional in the photography world, but as a professional person, a professional human even. I feel like I've grown up more in the past 4 months than I have in 3 years. It would be safe to say that I am excited to see what the future holds.